Livernois Tay Savvy, and look, I'm still not at the fashion station. Today I am at Lucania Lavish with the lovely Lola. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Good.
I just want to thank you for sitting down with me today, and we're gonna get into your business.
All right, come on. I don't mind telling any of my business.
We like that. Okay, so who is? Tell us a little bit about Lola behind Lucania Lavish.
Absolutely, and I'm just gonna take it back. It's actually Lucania Lavish.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, no,
Lavish.
you're fine, because the reason I say that is that's my middle name. A lot of people don't know that my name, God-given name, is Lola Lucania. Thank you, Mom. Nonetheless, most of my life I never used the name Lucania. Like, I was married for years, no one knew it. Kids was like, "Mom, what does that say?" Nothing. It's like,
don't worry about it.
Like, what's that name on the water? Be resident. Like, you know. But so when I decided to launch Lucania Lavish Couture, I wanted to give it a piece of Lola that wasn't the name Lola, but the essence of Lola. And that's how we came up with that brand. So if you want to know a little bit about it, and a little bit about me, by trade, I am a registered nurse.
Oh.
I am a mother of 3 beautiful, intelligent children they are absolutely my drive. Okay. Softball mom, yay. Radio host. Outside of that, during the pandemic, nobody played with us wonderful, essential care workers, healthcare, you wanted us to be there. You wanted us to be present. But at the end of the day, we were lonely.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had to find an outlet, something to keep my sanity. My kids were with their dad, naturally so, in order to keep them safe. And I never knew how to use a sewing machine.
Really?
But YouTube, hunty.
YouTube University.
What? I got my PhD. You better cut it out. What? And still studying. Okay, I just need y'all to know I'm still studying on my on YouTube University. But yeah, I honestly, during the pandemic, opened up a sewing machine, learned how to sew during that time, and launched my brand with, 3 outfits and a whole lot of attitude.
And you're here and you're sustained and you're forever growing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now, outside of the pandemic, what kind of drove you to start your own brand?
Well,
was it just like a hobby, or you were like, no, I want my brand?
I will say something in me is innate for that leadership role. And it kind of goes back, like I said, to nursing. Prior to nursing, I was a director of nursing of 12 buildings in the state of Michigan at the time of the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
So everything I've always done has been surrounding leadership or management. At one point in a previous life, we had several businesses, one further down on Livernois at 7 Mile in Livernois. We had a clothing store. So I've always been a business owner. I've always been in management and leadership. So the idea of, if I'm going to make clothes, I'm going to make it a brand. Yep. I'm going to not only make it a brand, I want it to be a global brand. And that was the very first thing I said. I would run in the room, look at my kid and say global. Global. Okay. And that's how we got started.
I like that. Now, what is it? Now, I can see what sets you apart, but what is it that you believe sets your brand apart from any other?
This, having a space that you can come in, sit down, feel comfortable at, and then just talk. Getting a custom garment is an absolute pleasure and an absolute treat. Some do it all the time. Some have never done it, but being able to sit next to someone and, talk about what they think they look best in, and then tell them you are going to look amazing in it. Yeah. To talk to their families. This is the best part of it for me. And I think that's what sets us apart. We have this space here that is beautiful. Like you said, nice little conversation area. You can come in, sit down. We always offer like refreshments when you come and shop. You're going to get, if you just want some water, that's fine. Guys, we've got Modelo's to keep you comfortable. As soon as the gentlemen walk in with their ladies, I offer the ladies a glass of wine or water, offer the gentleman a Modelo, hand him the remote, and then that way I have her undivided attention.
And he is out the way and he's all right.
Honestly, and by the time he leaves, he's like, sis, what station am I watching?
Because he found a new show.
So it's about being able to, like I said, not only build the brand, but build that relationship with your client or your customer. You know, when you're their fashion designer, you're their stylist, you're their confidant, you see parts of them that they don't want to show, and you're helping to cover those spots, right? You become a best friend. This becomes a sanctuary. I've had a young lady step in, and she honestly spent 2 hours in here the very first time that she came, and she cried and she laughed and she shopped and she got to the door and she cried some more, came back, shopped, laughed. And she was just so proud of to have this type of company ran by a Black woman. And she was ecstatic. And honestly, she had me here crying and laughing with her too. So yeah, that's the one thing I can say. When you come in, you don't want to leave.
Yeah, no, I might cry my way out. Now, I don't really see anything that keeps up with any of the trends. So that's not even on your radar.
Trendsetter.
You're setting your own trends. Yes, ma'am. Can you talk a little bit about your approach in your design process when you're like creating something new? What is that like for you?
So are you asking me, this is a twofold kind of thing, right? Okay. So are you asking me like, what's the process with the client? Or are you asking me how Lola decides she just gonna whip up a garment because that's what she want to do? Because those are two different things.
The latter.
Okay, the latter of the two.
Yeah.
The latter of the two is my favorite part, and it's very emotion driven. I can honestly say that. Designing is completely tied to my emotions, you know, how I'm feeling, happy, sad, introvert, extrovert, whatever it is, it's going to show in the design. Some days, you know, unfortunately, you know, we all can't be bubbly and happy on those days. Those are the days I pretty much put my head down and I just go. I don't stop. I may come in early in the morning. When I say early in the morning, this, you know, I'm here sometimes 6 a.m., 5 a.m. Reason being is because if I go to work for the hospitals or I go to work somewhere else, I have a responsibility to be there at 6. So why would I not make sure that I'm here making the donuts before the bakery opens, right?
Yeah.
So when I get up and I come in and it, like I said, it's completely tied to my emotions. I may whip out a head down. I may whip out a design in a couple of hours because I'm that focused and I'm that much into my emotions, you know. Sometimes I come in and I'll start a design and say, nope, put this one away. And I might come back to it a week later, a day later, a month later. It might still be over there because I just was like, I just don't know. Figure that curl quite ain't curling, you know? So that process for me, again, like it's motion driven. When the sun is shining, I can create anything. You know what I mean? Let the sun shine on both sides of the street. It's going to be some stuff going on in this store.
We ready? I say that too. Like, if the sun's out, I'm happy it's a good day.
Absolutely.
Can't be mad at the sun. Now, what is something you believe is, because you said you've had multiple businesses, so what is something that you believe is key to creating a successful brand?
Understanding your brand viewpoint. You know, if you cannot speak to your brand and you do not understand your brand, how do you expect investors to understand your brand, right? Branding is so extremely important, and it's not just, oh, I put a name on it, I got my LLC, I got my EIN. It entails so much more. It's, you got to eat, sleep, and breathe that brand, okay? When you're talking about it, you got to be just as passionate because your passion is going to show to your consumers, right? You got to understand, when you say trends, you have to understand your trends. You have to understand your industry trends, right? You have to look at your competitors and understand that, not in a light of jealousy, but in a light of how are they succeeding in an area that I am not? And taking that forward. Absolutely. Opening yourself up to possibilities that you have never done before. You know, I think a lot of the problems when it comes to new Black or businesses of color is that our main thing is that we say we don't want anybody in our business, right?
But you gotta let them
opened a business to allow people in your business, right? So with that being said, if you can't open your books up to your lenders and say, hey, this is what I do, this is what I can bring. Why, as a lender, would I want to give you any of my money and my time, my energy? Why?
Yeah.
Take the time out. I think a lot of people don't understand that they need a true business plan. And I don't mean, a couple of pages or paragraphs of my cousin write my business plans. I mean, you need to have a dedicated company, a consulting company, write that business plan. If your business plan is not 53 pages or more, you have nothing to speak to.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely nothing. If you don't have your financial projections for the next 3 to 5 years, why would I give you some money?
Yeah. Because where you putting it, where you spending it, how you gonna make it, I don't know. Yeah.
So all of those things are key components to building that brand and staying on task with that brand. And like you said, I see some things and I'm like, oh, that's cute, I'm gonna make that. And I'd be like, wait, why am I doing that? Like, that's not even my consumer. So why chase that? Not to say that you can't expand from your consumers, but understanding your business and your business space is understanding your consumers and who you're targeting,
Yeah.
So that's how you got to build that brand.
That's very important.
And I say it all the time, I am my brand.
You are? Because I honestly, I knew your space had a name, but I was like, that's Lola Spot. I don't know the name yet, but that's Lola Spot. And I see you all throughout your space.
Thank
it is
you.
Very beautiful.
So yeah, we're super excited about all the great things that we have coming. Of some phenomenal models, like I said before. I'm also excited that I don't know how old you are or whatever. You watch the news. Let me say,
I ain't that old.
You watch news. But we have former anchor from Fox 2 News, Mrs. Erica Erickson, will be walking for Lucania Lavish Couture, y'all.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited about all the great things that we have coming up. And you can find tickets at www.lucanialavishcouture.com, or you can go on Eventbrite and find tickets as well.
Thank you. That is so exciting. I didn't know it was a 3-day event.
Oh yeah, we were doing this.
Clear my whole weekend to be there. So you got May 9th, May 10th, and 11th. You better clear your schedules, take off works, because you have somewhere to be. You need to be at Livernois, okay? Okay. Now, is there anything else that you want the people to know about you or your brand?
Yes. Bookings are open.
Hey, come on. Thank you.
We are located at 17388 Livernois on the Avenue of Fashion. You guys come and check us out. We are a Black-owned business, a woman-owned business, and we stand on business. Okay? So come on in and check us out. Open 10 to 7.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me and letting me get your business. So y'all have a lot to catch up on. All the links to the 3-day event will be in somewhere. Make sure you get your tickets and make sure you book your appointment to come and check out
Lucania Lavish Couture.
Yes, Lucania. I was gonna say Luciana again. Lucania Lavish Couture. Okay, so get your appointments, get your tickets, and come check out my girl Lola over here. All right. Without further ado, I have to give special thanks to my wonderful, lovely sponsors, The Fashion Station and Waypo Productions. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. And I'm Tay Savvy signing off. Peace.
Hi, I'm Jaleesa Smith, owner and founder of The Fashion Station, your one-stop shop for everything fashion. Our store is a collective space of different fashion designers, and each rack in the store is dedicated to a different brand, and most items in the store can be custom made to size. We carry streetwear, ready-to-wear, lingerie, special occasion, bridal, and more. We also house product brands like candles, lashes, cosmetics, jewelry, and anything you can think of to accessorize these custom looks. We offer custom designing services, same day and next day alterations, and small batch manufacturing for other brands. Haven't you stopped by yet? Come and see us in Hamtramck, 11625 Joseph Campo Avenue, Hamtramck, Michigan, right across the street from Little Caesars. We hope to see you soon.